Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start my speech, let us express our gratitude to the Almighty God, who has given us His mercy and blessing. Let's hope that through His blessing, the message that we wanted to express can be delivered to the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, on this opportunity, I would like to talk about mental health. Mental health awareness is still something that Indonesian lacks. And the lack of this situation could cause big problems. But before I explain what the problem might be, allow me to give a brief explanation on what mental health is and why is it needed to have good mental health. So, what is mental health? Mental health is our emotional and psychological well-being that affects how we think, feel, and act. It is important to have good mental health because good mental health helps you enjoy life and cope with problems. It offers a feeling of well-being and inner strength. So, what happens if you don't have good mental health? The answer is you'll suffer because you can't handle problems very well, and when things get worse, you might even get depression. Now, what happens when people lack awareness on this situation? Well, people who are having mental problems will be neglected and uncared for because they don't understand. This is why awareness on this situation is very important, especially on teenagers. Now, mental health is very important at every stage of life. But if you look at the cases, you'll notice that it is arguably most important during the adolescent stage. Taken from the World Health Organization website, I found out that mental health conditions account for 16% of the global burden of disease and injury in people aged 10 to 19 years. Globally, depression is one of the leading causes of illness and disability among adolescents. Half of all mental health conditions start by 14 years of age, but most cases are undetected and untreated. Suicide is the third leading cause of death in people aged 15 to 19 years old. Why does mental health affect adolescents so much? And what can we do to help? Well, first of all, we all need to understand that teenagers are very unstable with their emotion. Their mood changes quickly, frequently, and randomly. Because of this behavior, it is very hard to understand teenagers. So, try to remain calm, composed, and patient when interacting with a moody teen. Teenagers are at a tough stage of life because they are at a transitioning stage. They are neither a child nor an adult, and at this stage, they're trying to find what they want to do in their life. And because of this, a lot of teenagers are stressed out by depression. Of course, there's other factors such as bullying and other environmental factors, etc. But what makes this a very big problem? What makes mental health conditions a very big problem in teenagers is the fact that most teenagers try to remain silent when they're having problems. They won't speak up to others. Hence the undetected and untreated cases. So, why do they actually stay in silence? There's a few reasons to this. They might be afraid. They're afraid that no one will understand them, or they're afraid that they won't get the support they needed, or they're afraid that they will just cause trouble for others. And if you know someone that is feeling this way, or showing signs that they are, try to speak to them. Try to help them. Consult them. Let them know that you are here for them. And for those who are currently suffering in silence, Here's a quote by Lisa Oliveira. Just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can, should, or need to do it alone. If you are having problems, try and tell your parents, your closest friends, or even your counseling teacher at school. They are there for you. Remember, you're not alone. There will always be someone that cares for you in this world. You can take my word for it. Remember, we are all social beings. We cannot live without each other help. If you find someone that is in need of help, try to help them. Or if you are the one that is in need of help, speak up to others. Tell others whom you trust. You're not alone. Let others be in this together. As social beings, we cannot let others be in despair alone while we're having a fun life. And with this, I'm hoping that we all could raise awareness to the situation and create a better environment, a better world, a better future for us all. And that's all from me. I'm sorry for any mistakes that I've made. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.